Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. On this video, I'm going to be covering how to run Facebook ads for crypto niche, right? If you're a community builder, you own a community, or maybe you are someone who just started Web3 crypto and you want to know how to run ads, or you're looking for a profitable skill you can learn, this is something you can actually consider. This is going to be very helpful and it's very easy to assimilate and start implementing. This is something I've been doing. I've been running ads for both myself, for my personal brands, and for people. Right, I run ad and I get paid, and I can assure you that this is actually a profitable skill you can learn. So either Web 2 or Web 3, this skill is actually very relevant and very profiting. But I'm going to be narrowing this video to crypto because it's going to help a whole lot of persons. After I got a lot of information and inquiries about a specific video created for the crypto niche, I decided to, do something like this. Now, what is Facebook ad? Now, I may be using Facebook ad or Meta ads. Any of them works for both Instagram and Facebook, and also Thread. Yes, we can add threads, right? So Meta ads controls all of this platform because Meta owns all of them. So this is more like running a targeted ad, right? You are paying for the ad and it's getting to more people. You are sponsoring the ad and it's getting across to more people, and you are getting people into your funnel or offer. It is either you are selling an offer, you are selling a product, you are generating leads, or you are creating awareness and so on. So now this is very effective if you have a brand or a project and you want to create awareness, you want more people to know about your brand. There are billions of users on Facebook, Instagram that you can actually use to showcase whatever it is you do to this audience and get more visibility and also result. And one nice thing about this is it's actually very cheap, very affordable, and you can do it, right? It's very easy. And if you feel you will not be able to do or you don't have the time, you can maybe let me know or maybe hire someone that will help you to do it. But then, if you are interested in knowing how to go about this, this is going to be very helpful. I decided to put out this video to guide you from the start to the end. Don't worry, I'm not going to be hiding any details. Everything is going to be very detailed, informed, and very practical. If you are new to this channel, do it to hit the subscribe button, do it to like the video, hit the notification bell so that once I drop more videos on how you can leverage Web 2 and Web 3 either for your business or you want to make money or for yourself, whatever it is you want to leverage it for. I'm going to be doing a whole lot of videos around Web 2, Web 3, and also AI, right? So let's get started. Now, as you can see on my screen, this is my ads manager. Just like the name, ads and manager. Manager is where, like the name implies, you are managing something, right? So in this case, we are managing this ad. So this is where we are going to be setting up our ads and also monitoring and doing a whole lot around our advert. But before you get to this stage, you must have done something, and that's where you set up your account. You need to set up your account to be able to run ads, and that's the first case. Now, there are two ways you can get started with it. I'm going to be showing you the easiest way, right? And that's to use your default ad manager, right? Your default ad account. If you are into the crypto space or you want to run any ad related to crypto, anyone, this is very important. Pay attention to this. If you create a business manager, yes, you get approval, you may want to run your advert, but then you may have issues with Facebook approving your advert because they need to license you, they need to give you approval to be able to run such content. And in most cases, it's not really very cool and very easy to get the license. But if you can get the license, I encourage you to do that. But then this is the unique strategy I've been using that have been very helpful. What I do instead is I use my personal ad account, my default ad account. That's to say, I don't need to create any business, and I'm not appearing as a business. I'm rather appearing as an individual. So it's not a business that need a license. That's one secret to this. So if you want to launch a campaign related to this niche, this is something you need to be very careful. You need to consider. Then another thing you need to pay attention to is you need a Facebook page to be able to run adverts, or Instagram page if you want to run to Instagram. Any of these ones, you need them, right? And other ones, other requirements, I'll be sharing with you while we proceed. Now, getting started with launching your personal ad account, all you need to do is just visit facebook.com/ads manager and you are good to go, right? So let's go to my screen and let's get started. Now, I'm going to visit uh, facebook.com/ads manager. Then let's see what happens, right? So facebook.com/ads manager. That's forward slash. Right now, you may be wondering why we're using Facebook, why it's supposed to be for Facebook and Instagram. It works for both, right? It works for both. So Meta Ads is the mother platform, but then visiting facebook.com slash ads manager works perfectly for this, right? And I'm going to be showing you everything you need to do, everything you need to know about this so that you can get started and be able to do the most with this knowledge, either to grow your brand, grow your community, or you work for project and you get paid. You can run ad generate leads for people. I've done that and I'm doing it and I'll keep doing it, right? Because it's paying and it's something I already know, so I'm not going to actually hesitate to do more, right? Now it's still loading. Why it's loading? Uh, Yes. Okay. So another thing you need to pay attention to is you don't just run ad and you expect magic to happen. No, something has to be done, right? Something has to be done. And that's exactly what I will be sharing. And also the step-by-step guide on how to set your adverts and get started immediately. So while this is opening, let's see. Let's see. If you're on your device now, you can actually go ahead and do same on your device so that you can follow up this video, right? Or you can equally save this video so that you can visit it anytime and be able to go through it. Now, you may be wondering, okay, I don't have a laptop. How do I do this? Yes, you can use your mobile phone, even though there are limitations to what you can do with your mobile phone. But then I will encourage you to use laptop if you have. But if you don't have, maybe you can consider that later. But if you want to use your mobile phone, just go ahead and use Chrome browser, activate desktop site, and you'll be able to use it. But then while we try to advance, there are going to be some limitation, right? I'll share more about that. But whatever it is I'm going to start with right now, you can do with your mobile device and it will be very effective. Now you can see my screen. The moment I visited facebook.com/ads manager, it brought us to this interface, right? It brought us to this interface, and that's what you can see here. So you can see these are different campaigns I've done in the past, right? You can see this one we generated about 197 leads and we spent about 13,000 naira. We generated over 220 leads and we spent about 13,000 here. We generated over 200 for something leads and we spent 13,000. So you can see the cost per result is actually very cool, 56, 62, 70, aside from the other ones that were kind of high. I had to turn off most of them. If you check, you can see these are different campaigns. So in total, let me see how much we spent on these different campaigns and what were the total leads. Let's see. Okay. Okay, it's not taking me to the last option, right? That's by the way, no big deal. The most important thing is you can see results. You can see this result, right? So now this is it. So how now do you run this campaign and how do you generate leads like this? These leads are people, right? If you take a look at the explanation of leads here, you will see these are okay. This one is showing message conversation, but all right. So you can see to provide a more complete view of your performance, okay, this is just about performance, right? This is website leads. For this advert, we are sending traffic from Facebook and Instagram down to a landing page on our website and we're generating this lead. Don't worry, I'm going to show you more about that. But the most important thing is here, once you visit your ads manager this way, once you visit facebook.com/ads manager, this is the first thing you are going to see. For your account, if you've not activated or published any advert, this interface is going to be very empty. But you can see mine is empty because I have been using it. I've been running campaigns on this, right? Now, yours will be empty and nothing will be here. Once you are here, the next thing you need to do is just click on this create and you get started, right? You click on create and you get started. By the time you click on create, you may be asked to verify your phone number, add a page, a Facebook page, and add maybe your payment method. Just go ahead and do it. It's very easy and very straight to the point. Click on the phone number verification, then insert your phone number. They will send you a verification code. Insert it, you verify your phone number. That's it. Don't use a phone number that is already linked to another account. It will lead to restriction on your account, and you don't want to lose your account, right? Then the next thing is that aspect of page confirmation. Just go ahead, add your Facebook page. If you already have it, click on it, add it, confirm it, and you are good to go. And you are having any challenge, if you're having any challenge around that, just let me know in the comment section, or maybe find a way to send me a message, either a mail to my, send me a mail, or maybe to my WhatsApp number. I will be able to assist you if you are finding it difficult, right? Then the next thing is your payment method. Set up your payment method according to your region, right? If you are from my region, you can use the Naira options where you are going to be using the transfer option. So you can generate accounts from the transfer option, transfer to that account, and it will be funded to you. You can see this campaign is not running because there is no fund currently on this account, right? So that is that, and that's how to get started. Like I mentioned, if there's any challenge with the process, just let me know. But it's actually very easy if you're using the defaulted account. If you're using the business manager, I would have actually shared more. But then, since this is narrow to crypto, your personal account is the most important thing. If your business is not licensed to run campaigns, but if you have a brand and you want to go into licensing, yes, you can reach out to Facebook or check documentaries online on how to apply for license so that you can get access to the license and be able to run ad from the business manager. Even though I have series of videos on my channel around running adverts, right? You can check through and see more about that. And I'll also be making more videos subsequently so that it will aid us and guide us. Right now, if you have done the verification, you are good to go. The next thing is to come to this option and click on create. Right? Once you click on create, you've already started creating your campaign. Now, once you click on create, you are going to be seeing different options. What are these options? These are objective, right? These are objectives. And what do I mean by objective? Like the name implies, the goal of your advert. This is what is going to determine what you are going to be getting from your advert. Now, if you want to create awareness, for instance, maybe there's a pandemic and you want to run adverts to create awareness to people, you don't want people to take action, you want people just know about you, you can make use of the awareness. And on the awareness, there are other sub objectives like the reach, the brand, the video views. If you're a content creator, you want to gain more video views, you can make use of these options, this option, right? This objective. Then if it is traffic, you want to send traffic to your website, your landing page, or you want to grow your Instagram followers, you can make use of this option and make use of the Instagram profile visit. Then maybe you want to send people to your messenger, Instagram, WhatsApp, you can make use of this. But then if you want to generate leads, you're going to be making use of these two options, right? So our focus on this video is going to be on these two options, right? If I'm not able to exhaust all, I will maybe create another video to complete it. But just have that assurance that everything is going to be uh, in detail and is going to be very practical. Now, if you click on this engagement, you can see that this is to get more messages, more purchases through messaging, video views, post engagement, page likes, or event responses. Now, if you are someone who has maybe a WhatsApp business account or you want to generate leads to your WhatsApp, you can make use of this option, right? So you can generate leads directly, people messaging you directly to your WhatsApp for your event, or people engaging with your post, or maybe you want to grow your Facebook page followers, you can make use of this option. But if you don't want to do that and you want to use, maybe you want to generate leads, you want people to submit their details like their phone number, or you want to get inquiries, you can make use of this other option. And in that option, we have different options there. We have website, instant forms, instant website and instant forms. Then we have instant forms, messenger, Instagram, WhatsApp, conversions, and calls. For the website, you want to send people to a landing page that has a form where they will submit information. Maybe you want to redirect them to either a Telegram or a WhatsApp group. That is also an option. The instant form is more like a form on Facebook that people will fill, right? And you get information about these people and you go ahead to do whatever it is you want to do. Either you have a CRM and you want to do some automation, whatever it is you want to do with it, you can go with that option. Then you can see the other option there is sales. That's for people that have product that want to sell directly, right? But then, even though I'm going to be doing different videos across all of this, but let's try to focus on one thing per time. Now, if you have a Telegram channel and you want to send people to your Telegram, you can make use of the traffic and use the link. But I don't not normally use this because I'm not able to track the performance of my campaign, right? So I prefer to use a different means to achieve that, right? Now, this is what I mean. If you're using traffic objective, you are going to be using the link click as your optimization. And if you use link click, you will not be able to know which of the particular ad is sending people to your channel if you have multiple campaigns. And why we do multiple campaigns at times is we want to test which will work and we want to see how the performance will vary because people resonate and react differently to campaigns. For instance, you can have a video advert, you can have an image advert, and you can have carousel and so on. So carousel can be image or video, any of that. So now if you are doing different variations, you want to understand which advert will do better, just like you can see on the previous screen or just behind this pop-up, you can see these are different campaigns with different results. So that way, that is how you try to know the performance of the campaign, know how to go about it, right? Now, the first option I want to use here is how to send people directly to your WhatsApp. And to be able to do this, you need a business WhatsApp. Yes, you need a business WhatsApp to be able to do this. That's what I'm going to be using while we try to go more into how to maybe generate leads within Facebook. I'll send traffic to your WhatsApp or to your Telegram or to your WhatsApp group, or without people messaging you, how you can go about that. I am going to be doing all of this in detail. Now, let's go ahead and select engagement. Then we go ahead to select this continue. So after selecting engagement to select continue, it will take us to an interface where we are to select the how would want the advert, the campaign setup. Do we want to do it manually or want them to recommend? I always go with this manual engagement. I don't make use of that recommended settings. No, I want to set everything myself. So I will go ahead with the manual engagement setup and click on continue. So while I do that, it's going to take me to an interface where I'm going to be seeing three different levels. And what are these different levels? These different levels constitute the setup of your campaign. We have the campaign level where you are going to be selecting the objective, even though we just selected it, but you can still change it here if you want. You can see this is engagement. You can click on this icon and change it from engagement to any other objective you want. And right on this interface, you can see this is campaign name. On this campaign name, this is where you select the name of your campaign. And the essence of naming is for easy identification. So by the time you name, you'll be able to identify a particular campaign so that when you have multiple campaigns, different campaigns in your account, like one of my accounts, I have them in numbers. So to be able to identify which campaign is for this, which campaign is for this is the best way you do the naming, right? So after the naming, the next thing is you can go ahead with the budget. But then before the budget, you can see something is here, which is something I wouldn't want to use, right? So this option of budget here is appearing because this campaign is currently activated on campaign optimization, which is not what I want, right? Which is not what I want. So I don't want to use that. So I would have to turn it off. Look at it. So I don't want to use campaign budget. I will select ad set budget. Now, selecting ad set budget, selecting ad set budget, it will enable me to go ahead with what I want to do, even though I'm still going to uh, turn off budget sharing. I can turn it off or leave it, right? To share up to 20% of your asset budget with other assets within this campaign. I'm going to turn it off because I am only running one per campaign. Now, I'll still explain more about this campaign budget in subsequent videos because if I go into it now, it may really contradict. But then these two things here, there is what called CBO and there's what called ABO. CBO is campaign budget optimization, then ABO is more of ad set budget optimization. And what this implies is for the campaign budget optimization, you can equally set up a campaign and have different ad set, of which I'm going to still speak about ad set. For instance, you can have different audience setup and have only one campaign, and with the budget, it will spread across the other campaigns. It's just like you are a marketer and you have three agents. Then you have 100,000 as your budget for maybe a particular marketing stuff, and you decide to spread it across the other people. By the time the fund is exhausted, they will come back to you for the funds to be able to execute whatever it is that they are doing. That's a strategy of using the campaign budget optimization. But in terms of ad set, you already allocated budget to each of these people. They know what they are to use, they know how they are to spend it. And once they are done with it, that's it. They are not coming to you because they are not like it's not flowing directly from you to them, even though you are the one providing it. But then this is not like they are on it's not like it's automated. It's not automated in such a way that once they are out there, the algorithm will start spreading the money with me across them. That is where the campaign budget works. But under the asset level, I am not holding the money. The money is with them. They are the ones spending it. That's what this implies. But then don't worry, I'm going to still do a more detailed video about this in my subsequent updates. Right now, just go ahead and select the asset. Let's just understand the asset. Once you select the asset, that's the first thing to do, and go ahead and click on either next, or you go to the top here, click on asset, or click on this new engagement asset at the top here. Any of the options work. Yes, you may be wondering, how about this A/B test? A/B test, as it implies, is just to test two things, right? To test to see the one that will perform better and so on. But then, for the meantime, since this is more like a beginner guide, just ignore all of these things. But if you already know them, you can go ahead and do whatever it is you want to do. But for now, I am not implementing this on this video. I'll still do more videos educating about all of these ones, but then let's proceed. So now the next stage is the ad set level. Remember I mentioned that we have three levels. We have the campaign level, we have the ad set level, we have the ad level. When it comes to ad set level, this is where we do the targeting, the audience targeting, the budget, the schedule, and the placement, right? Now, under this, you can see we have conversion. You can also name it, right, for easy identification. Then we have conversion location. Here is showing our website, right? I can decide to change this based on what I want to achieve. Now, if I change it to get people to engage with your brand on Messenger or whatever, it will be here, right? It will be here. But then let's go back. Let's go back and okay, it's coming up now. Let's go back. Under the website, I'll change it. So if I click on it now, this is where I'm going to see the different destination. Remember, the main objective was what? We selected engagement. So under this engagement, you can run ads to the different location. You can send people to either your WhatsApp or your Messenger or your Instagram, right? Or you can maybe get people to watch your video, interact with your post or an event. You have an upcoming event, an announcement, or an IRL. You make use of this and have that. You have people engage with your advert, or you can get people to call your business line, or you can send people to your website to engage with your website. Or if you have an app, people can interact with your app. Then Facebook page, you want to grow your Facebook followers, this is the option you make use of, right? So if you're a content creator, maybe a brand that wants to grow your followers with real people and you want to run adverts, you can make use of this option, this Facebook page option. But then we want to use message destination. So we select message destination. So after selecting message destination, it's going to pop up different options. We are going to see different options that we can actually send people to. Remember, I mentioned we have three of them. We have WhatsApp destination, we have Messenger, we have Instagram, because these are the platforms that accept messages on Meta platform. Now, after that, just come down to this place and ensure that the maximize number of conversation is what you are selecting. Now, what you select here would be let me say, will be determined by what you selected earlier. Remember, we selected message conversation. So conversation is what we are going to be selecting here. If it is website, we can use maybe landing page or traffic or whatever that is available. But this one, we are making use of what? Message conversation. So we are selecting maximize number of conversation. Now, before this, you must have to select the Facebook page. So the Facebook page is just like a shop that housed your business on Facebook. And since you're advertising, you need to rent a shop on Facebook. And that's where you make use of Facebook page. So you have to select your Facebook page here. This is where you select. If you have multiple pages, you can select on this pencil icon and select the page. Then you'll be able to run your advert. Then down here, this is where you select your Instagram or your Messenger or your WhatsApp. You must have your Instagram connected to your Facebook page to be able to pick it and run adverts. You must have a business WhatsApp connected to your Facebook page to be able to do this. If you don't know how to link your Instagram or maybe WhatsApp, you can let me know in the comment section. I will give you a guide on how to do that, or you can check around online on YouTube on videos on how to do that so that you can get started. But this option is only available because uh, these other ones, there is no Instagram account connected to this page. There is no WhatsApp business connected to this page. So the only option that is available is Messenger. Imagine if I have all of them available, I can tick one and use. You may want to use all. I don't advise that because you are kind of distracting your audience. You are receiving people and you don't have a specific destination where they are coming to. It doesn't really make sense, right? So just go with one. It works better that way, right? So now the next thing is I will come down to this place. I already spoke about this performance goal, maximize number of conversation, because we want people to what? Send us a message. For the bid control, leave it optional. Don't touch anything, just leave it there. Then come down to this budget. This budget, leave it on this daily budget. The other option there is what? Lifetime budget, which is not a good option. For instance, if you use lifetime of budget, it means whatever amount you are inserting is what you are going to be using for life on that campaign. If you get exhausted, that's the end of that campaign. So I prefer to use daily budget so that the ad can be running every day. For instance, I have this advert that have been running since January 2023 to this very moment. So if an advert is giving you results and it's not tired, there's nothing like ad fatigue and it gives you results, just go ahead and leave it. So I prefer to go with this. And the minimum daily budget that Facebook accepts is $1, right? You can equate and rate it to your region or your country or whatever to know the limit the conversion rate so that you can know how much you can budget daily, right? Once you do that, you can decide any amount you want to do. So this is how you budget. Now that the minimum is $1 does not mean that's the only way, that's the only option, that's the best way to go. No, you can go higher, right? Right on my right hand side here, you can see we have estimated daily results, and you can see 3,300 to 9,400. So the more money, the more people your advert gets to. And this is business. So imagine if you're running advert with 100K and someone is running advert with maybe 200K. You know the difference. Somebody will have more audience than the other person. But that's not a guarantee that the person with more money will get more result. No, what guarantee result is not just the budget, but the ad itself. What are you offering people? What value is your ad bringing to people? How attractive it is, how compelling it is to be able to get these people to take action. These are factors that contribute to your campaign. Budget is just to help you get across to more people. There is no magic. You can put millions into your campaign, and if your offer is not something people are interested in, you will not get result, and Meta will not refund you. That's just the sincere truth, right? So that's that about budget. Then coming to the start date. The start date is where you select the day it wants to run, then the time you want it to start. I always use 5 a.m. That's what I make use of in most of my campaign. I prefer to use 5 a.m. You can explore any option that works best for you and use. But the reason I make use of 5 a.m. is so that depends on the region, so that as these people are coming up, at least my ad is up, right? And it will it will be better that way than to start in the daytime, because we have 24 hours to exhaust the daily budget. So if I am not able to maximize the daily budget, if I decide to start maybe around 4 p.m., 2 p.m. in the afternoon, and it gets to midnight, they will, exhaust the entire fund. So, and exhausting it, they are going to ensure that they spread it across to different people, right? The most important thing is they will want to exhaust the fund. That's just it. So they will try to consume the budget as fast as possible. So I try as much as possible to maximize this so that I leverage on the audience, on major people that are always active and online. So I don't use this end date. And the reason is because I don't want my campaign to stop if it's doing well. If you use end date, it will stop automatically when it gets to that time. And when an ad is doing one, you stop it, that's the end of it. You might either duplicate it or run the campaign differently. So I don't make use of it. I rather turn it off myself manually, and I'll show you how to do that while we proceed. Now, the next thing is you go down to the audience control. Under this audience control, you can see location. You can target people based on country, based on state or landmark, or maybe you can target the entire continent or the whole worldwide. So it depends on where your target audience is. And before you run a campaign, ensure to do your homework, know where your audience are, and know what you need per time so that you don't just go there and start, doing things blindly. Ensure to know what you are doing so that you can get the best thing, because there are factors that will constitute to different campaign performance. So you need to put all of this into consideration, right? So the next thing is come down to this place and click this switch to original audience and make use of this use original audience, not the use advantage audience. But you can explore them, right? Marketing or advertising is about testing. You test what works or try to improve and get what works. So if you test and you see that this is working for you, go ahead. You are not limited to the only option I'm actually providing, right? So once you select that, you come down to this audience and you select how you want your audience to be. You can target people based on location, you can target people based on their age range, you can target people based on their gender, right? These are options that are all available. And how do you do that? Just come down, right? Come down to this place and click on, you can see location, you can select country, age, you can target people based on their age, then gender, you select based on their gender. Then this targeting now, detailed targeting, it's when you want to specifically target people based on what they're interested in, maybe their demographics, their interests, their behaviors. But then this really doesn't work like before, right? The most important thing right now is the presentation of your campaign and your offer. The creativity of your campaign is what matters, right? So I don't make use of this, right? I don't use it, but you can explore it and see what works, right? So once you are done, you just come down to this place, to the bottom, and select placement. Now the placement is where your advert is going to be placed on either Facebook, Meta, Instagram, or Thread, or Audience Network. So if you can see, I have two options here. The moment I click on the edit option, you can see I have two options. I have manual options, I have Advantage Plus placement option, and you can see they are recommending this because they want the system to deliver or allocate my campaign budget across multiple placements to see the one that will give best result. That's testing they are doing so that they can focus on one. But you can decide to maybe you focus on a particular what's it called? You can decide to focus on a particular placement. For instance, you may want to focus only on Instagram, you may want to focus only on Facebook, you may want to focus mainly on maybe newsfeed, or anyhow you want it. That's where the manual placement comes. So you can see once you select it, just scroll down, you see different options for the manual placement, right? This is still loading. Oh, boom, boom, boom. So you can see this is Facebook, this is Instagram, this audience network, this messenger, this thread. Thread is not appearing because we don't have Instagram on this account, right? And thread is linked to Instagram. And you can see these are the different placement. So you can select the ones that you want to run and ignore the ones you don't want to, use, right? So if you are starting, you can just make use of advantage placement while you test the other placement to see what works for you. I cannot tell you this is what works based on what I do, but then it depends on what you are doing, right? If you are doing maybe a video, a reel, let me say a reel, you can decide to maybe focus on only reel channel placement on these different platforms. It works that way. Then the next level is the ad level. This is where the presentation of the campaign comes. This is where your creativity would need to, prove what you are good at. Then we have two options to setting up your advert here. We have the existing, the creative hub. For this create ad, it is more like uploading your creatives here. That's your text, your media, and your call to action and so on. That's where you do it here manually. But if you're using existing post, it means the post is already existing on your Facebook page. So once you select that option, just go ahead and select post, and you'll be able to select a post that is on your Facebook page or on your Instagram page, right? So either the page is on your Facebook, the post is on your Facebook page, on your Instagram page, you can uh, pick it and run campaign on it, or you can just go ahead and make use of the other option, which is what the create ad. So on the create ad, you need to upload your image, you need to upload your copy. Your ad copy is your write-up. It's not just a write-up, but a copy that sells what you do. So it has to be very attractive, it has to be very compelling. So if you are not good with copywriting, you may need to maybe get someone to do it, or you can use ChatGPT if you know how to prompt. You can use ChatGPT to prompt your copy and get a good creative, a good design, or a good video for your work. So let's go back. Let's select create ad. So on the create ad, I'm going to select single image or video. You can see flexible. This means they will show your ad in the format to predict may perform best. So you can select different options and they will go ahead with this. But then carousel is more like you have two or more images or videos. You know how it works with Instagram. That's what carousel does. So for this multi ads, your ads can appear alongside other ads in the same ad unit to help people discover product. I don't use this. I don't use it, but you can explore this and see how it works. If it works for you, fine. So the next thing here is to select set up creative. So you can either select a video creative or an image creative. Any of them is the same procedure, right? So just pay attention to what I'm going to be doing. So this is where we are going to upload our image content. So we can either manually upload it by clicking upload at the right hand side here to upload it from our device, or we can select any option, right, that is available on the account, right? These are all images on this account. So it could be from the page or you upload it manually. So you just select it and you pick it. So you can, if I decide to, let me say, if I decide to use any of these, even though this is not what I want to use, but let me just pick this. If I pick this and I click on next, right, I should be able to, I've selected the image. Then I can turn on this flexible media to show media you choose for specific aspect ratio. I can select it or deselect it. It depends on what you want. Any of them works. Any of them works. But just ensure to explore and test, right? Now, if you want to use a creative, the best option is to use the 1:1 creative because it's going to work on every other placement. For instance, you can see this is a square design. You can see it's placing where here, it's placing here. Well, now if you have a design like this, the placement is not going to work well here, and it may not really work well here because the dimension here is actually far very different. So once you do that, the next thing is to click on what? Click on next. You click on next, it will take you to the text option. The text option is where you are going to paste your copy, your ad copy, the copy that will sell your offer. This is where you post it. Now you can be whatever it is you want to do, just ensure that it's very interesting, very captivating, it's very attractive. The headline is something that they read and they will find very interesting. So I can maybe do something like how to run Facebook, how to generate 1,000 leads to your crypto crypto community daily. Now, I can decide to do something like this is a headline. Then I will write more information, maybe a pinpoint to hit you, right? This is the work of somebody that knows copywriting. But if you don't know how to do it, just give ChatGPT a prompt and get the best out of it and come up with it. You can give a prompt like maybe come up with a badass copywriting or a crazy copywriting, a copy for my ad campaign. I am advertising so. And I want the copy to have a strong headline that has the capacity to wake somebody who doesn't have life, right? I wanted to use a word, but I don't want to use something that will implicate my account. So I would have used that word. If you use it, the kind of copy you get will be insane, right? You can have different variations and see which one that works, and you are good to go. So once you do that, the next thing is just go ahead and uh, add. Let's assume this is my copy. The next option here is my headline. Your headline is it's going to trigger people, right? It's just a simple headline, very short, but it has to be very attractive, very compelling. It has to speak about what you are doing, or it has to make somebody to create. It could be an offer, a limited edition, curiosity, scarcity, any option you want to use, right? ChatGPT can also give that if you don't know how to do it. Now, the next thing here is what? The call to action. Remember, the objective selected is conversation, message conversation. So the only call to action we can see here is send message, right? But then there are other options here like contact us, permission, promotion, learn more, apply now, book now, contact us. Anyone that works with what you want to do, just go ahead and select it, right? And use that. So let's assume I'm going to use sign up. If I'm using sign up, you can see then I'll click on next. If I click on next, it will take me to the next interface where I'm going to see the preview of my campaign. I can decide to allow this AI enhancement, which I normally don't like using, but you can explore them. Like I say, the essence of marketing is to test what works. So if you can test something and it works for you, you are good to go, right? Now, let's see. This is how the ad is going to appear in front of your audience. This is if this is a copy, this is how it's going to appear. And if down here, let's see, why are you taking time? Wow, wow, I've spent about 39 minutes. That's one. All right, so you can see this is how the campaign is going to appear. So ensure that your headline is something that will trigger someone to click. Then your image creative or your video creative should be very compelling so that once they cite it, it should be able to attract them into showing, uh, taking action, right? You can see this is the copy, how to run generate 1000. You can see this is the headline. You can see this is the preview on Instagram, right? This Instagram and this Facebook, right? So this is it. So once you are done, you just go down, right? Go down and click on publish. Then you are good to go. Right now, you can see that these are the only options available here, right? For other type of objective, you may have other options. You may have different options. Now, this is a greeting message. You can decide to maybe set up an auto message where they can click and they ask questions and they get auto-generated response, right? You can do that, but then it depends on what you are doing, right? This is just, a guide on how the different levels works. The most important thing is understanding how they works and knowing what you want to achieve. What you want to achieve is what will determine the kind of objective you use. So once you are done, just click on publish and you are good to go. But I'm not going to publish this because I don't want to run this advert right now. So if you click on publish, the campaign will be published. Once Facebook, screen it and they discover yes, the advert is good to go, they will approve the advert, the campaign will start running. And once it starts generating results, you start seeing it. Right now, you can see this is a campaign. It's currently is currently showing draft because the campaign it's not live, right? And once it goes live, they approve it, it will start running. And once it starts delivering result, you are going to be seeing result here, right? Now, the next one, which is lead generation objective, instant form and that of landing page design. I would have actually loved to do that on this video, but this video has actually taken over 40 minutes. I don't want to exceed it, right? So I'm going to be creating another video dedicated to lead generation. This one I did is related to message conversation. So the next one I'll do is lead generation using instant form or landing page. And I'm also going to be showing you, if you don't know how to design a landing page, I'm going to be showing you how to do that or a guide on how to do that. And if you want to get started right away, I'm going to be dropping a link to maybe a course you can get started with, which is very affordable, or you can visit skillmoney.com, sign up, and you have access to all courses on the platform, right? There is a course there that it's beginner's guide to Facebook ad, and there's also another course on intensive Facebook ad. Intensive Facebook ad covers almost all the objective, how to design a website, design a landing page, set up campaign, run different types of adverts. You can just go to skillmoney.com or check on the description of this video. I'm going to be dropping a link, right? You can click on it, go there and sign up. It's very affordable, very cheap. I think it's just $2, right, for the minimum package, and the maximum package, the let me say the higher plan goes for around 3 to 4, okay, $4 to $5 or thereabout. And this gives you access to every course, mentorship, and support on the platform for a period of 1 year. That's crazy. That's very cheap. So just ensure to visit skillmoney.com, sign up, and get started. And if you need assistance, maybe private mentorship or guide or support, just go ahead and send me a message. Check on the description. You can get access across to me, or just check around my channel. You may find my email. Just send me a mail. Let's book a section. Let me walk you through on how to do this personally, narrow to your brand. It makes a lot of sense when whatever it is you are learning is narrow to what you do, right? If that is you, ensure to reach out so that we can get started. I'll be dropping another video, like I mentioned, on the lead generation and other types of objective. And also, I'll be creating more videos, different videos on how to make use of this knowledge to grow your brand or grow your business or whatever it is you want to achieve, either on Web 2 or Web 3, right? And if you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and do it to the notification bell so that once I drop other videos, you'll be notified and you'll be able to, use them to your advantage, right? I hope you find this very, valuable. If you do, let me know in the comment section. If it is a challenge, let me know in the comment section, and let's see to how best we can help us. See you on the next episode.